is Jennie Mustafa-Julock, co-founder of Hungry Entrepreneurs, here for another Two Girls, One Tip Tuesday. Today's fabulous featured guest is Danielle Leslie. And let me introduce you to my fabulous friend. Danielle, in her own words, is addicted to doing what she loves. As am I. She started her entrepreneurial career as co-founder of GenJuice, a national community of Gen Y innovators, which is where I met you back in 2010. She went out on her own after that and founded We Are Big Fish, which is a social media and branding consultancy that helps businesses who target Gen Y build a following and gain customers. And she's currently working with Incubate NYC, which is very cool. Her latest undertaking is what she calls the Do Love Project. Danielle created this because she wants more people to take their passions and purposes from nothing to something. Her mantra that I found on her website, which I love, is do what you love, convince the rest to follow. Welcome so much, Danielle. Yay!
Yes, thank you so much. Thanks for having me. This is awesome.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so as you know, we got two big questions here at Two Girls, One Tip. The first question is, what was something you struggled with as a hungry entrepreneur yourself?
Yes, this is a great question because as a hungry entrepreneur, there are so many things that you struggle with day after day. But if I had to pick one thing, I would say it was not sticking to my strengths and not being honest about the work that I wanted to do. I think as someone new, I just looked at the market and I saw what services were out there and I kind of played follow the leader. Instead of remembering what I'm good at. You know, I'm better at high-level strategy. I'm great at thinking creatively, thinking about unique things we can add online to the marketplace. And so instead of doing that, I looked at what everyone else was doing, and as a result, it was interesting. I actually ended up getting paid less. And so once I made a shift and I realized, hey, let me stick to my core values. Let me stick to my natural talents. That's actually when I was able to position myself as a more premium product and was able to actually, make more revenue from my business. So I would say definitely as someone, look inside yourself and have the courage and the foresight to stick to your strengths and be honest about the type of work you want to do.
I love that. I absolutely love how honest you are about the fact that if you're kind of following what you think you should be doing, the money doesn't come along with that, and that people want to pay you for doing what you're really great at. Well said.
Exactly. Thanks.
Very cool.
Yes.
Well, now to the crux of it, our second question is, what is one super juicy tip guaranteed to put food on the table of those hungry entrepreneurs listening to you right now?
Oh, this is super, super important. So this is something I actually really learned or I think digested and got recently. And this is kind of a borrowed philosophy from the lean startup model. And that is, I think, the number one thing you need to do is within your first 30 days or as soon as possible, you need to address these three assumptions: that people will use your product, people will love it, and people will want to pay for it. So there are, of course, a couple ways you can do that. The first one is, just simple customer development, and that can be as simple as interviewing prospective customers. So finding that target customer you think you're going after and just having a conversation with them, finding out what their needs are or what they think their needs are. And that way you can kind of introduce them to your product, get them using it, find out if they love it, find out what they love about it, give them more of that, find out what they don't love, make revisions, and then find out if they'll pay for it, pitch them and have a certain offer that's available for them. So I think the fastest you can, again, figure out if people will use it, love it, and pay for it, the better off you will be. You'll know whether you need to jump this sinking ship or keep sailing off into the sunset.
Well said. No, I love that. And Annie Passanisi and I are really excited to learn that we're also kind of following the lean startup model with hungry entrepreneurs. I'm really thrilled with how that's going. And I love how easily and succinctly you summed that up. I think that's so key. When I was starting my business, my original business, I was working on things forever before I even started testing it, because I wouldn't show it to a soul until I felt like it was perfect, instead of putting it out there,
yes,
feedback, co-creating it,
Right, and it's funny because it kind of goes along something that, I was talking about someone with yesterday, and it's that when you do what you love out loud, that's when you find people who can help you and find people who are willing to partner with you. And the key is doing it out loud, letting people know, hey, I'm working on this. I'm trying it out. This is an experiment. Life is a series of experiments. Like, let's see if this works. And I think that's the best way to go about it, to make progress and figure out if you're heading in the right direction.
Oh, I love that. Do what you love out loud. That's beautiful. Well said.
Yes.
Now, Danielle, everybody's going to love you. I know they are. If you don't already know her, she's amazing. But how are they going to reach out to you if they want to reach you?
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter. I love connecting with you. Definitely say hi. It's just Danielle Leslie on Twitter, or you can look me up at the doloveproject.com.
Awesome. And we have all of those details right below this video for everybody to just click on, reach out, and say hi to Danielle. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming on and being on Two Girls, One Tip. We love you. And
of course. Thank you for having me. Yes, I love Hungry Entrepreneurs. You guys are putting a great community together. So honored to be a part of this.
Yay, thank you so much. You're a rock star. All right, that's it from me, Jennie Mustafa-Julock, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye, guys.